Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions. Hope that you're having an amazing Thursday. I wanted to update you guys on my series of trades and the series of different economic reports that were released today. Let me start off with that. We caught most of them during our live trading session with the LPP team. Friendly reminder, if you ever want to be able to watch me trade live, I trade live every single day. You can click the second link in the description of this video. Take 2 minutes and learn a little bit more about it to see if it's a good fit for you. We had things like initial claims being reported pre-market hours came in better than expected, which is not a good thing for the overall market. Market dropped even further as we saw during that pre-market session, but factory orders and ISM non-manufacturing index report actually came in worse than expected. Remember, bad news is good news right now. So if we see that the economy is slowing down quicker than expected, that's good news for the Federal Reserve, so they can hopefully slow down in the future at how quickly they're trying to raise interest rates. So ISM manufacturing index positive for the Federal Reserve. But as of right now, although we did test to break below the moving average, one of the things that I'm doing differently today, especially after my loss yesterday, is I'm reducing down on my position size and I'm being very, very selective on what I choose to trade. I didn't trade pre-market. I waited for direction to be in my favor. I jumped into SQ. I didn't overcomplicate it. I've averaged up. My max position was 1,000 shares of SQQQ, which is around $60,000. If you guys have ever seen me or watched me trade live, that is a fraction of what I normally trade with. Again, I think one of the best things that I can do, or that anyone can do, after a red day or after, kind of just like that mental warfare that you have with yourself, is just building back confidence, right? And I think the best way in doing so is to size down with that position and then keep trading simple. Going back to the basics, we were trading above the moving average. Direction was in our favor. Momentum was in our favor. I averaged up. It was all caught in our live trading session. I locked in profits. We sold off. I waited for confirmation back above the moving average. So I didn't buy the dip. I waited for confirmation. I got in at an average of around $61. And guess what? At that same resistance that we're currently testing now, I just sized out of it. And this time my position size was actually half the size of what it was before. So only $30,000. And this was a, the resistance at $62 a share. And I'm up 1,100 on the day. I'm very grateful for it. It's not a crazy dollar amount of, what I have been posting of, my 10,000 or 20,000 or any significant days like this. But again, it's baby steps, right? We're building back better, building a strong foundation so I can scale back to trading with a much larger sum. But again, it all starts with baby steps. One of the things that I want to talk about is a lot of people began to ask me of like, hey, Ricky, is now a good time to buy TQQ? First off, one of the things that we have to understand is, why is the market reacting this way? The market is recently reacting based off of the Federal Reserve FOMC minutes meeting, right? The interest rate hike and the overall guidance. The guidance was not good. The Federal Reserve said that they do expect to be as aggressive, if not more aggressive, if needed. That was not good for the overall market, and obviously that's why the market sold off and SQQQ went up. I want to show you something very quickly that we covered within our live trading session with our LPP team. You do not have to agree with me. I do not care. I'm just sharing with you what I see. We do have, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's next week, we do have a CPI data report and an inflation report. And of course, market can go any specific way with that report. I'm just saying, on the technical side of things, every single time that SQQQ tests and has these large pushes within a short period of time, hits a resistance, sells right back off, has a nice rally, sells right back off, has a nice rally, sells right back off, has a nice rally, sells back off, has a nice rally, it tends to sell back off. It's not guaranteed. It can continue to rally. But all I'm saying is, for anyone that's shorting the market right now, it's not oversold, right? It's not, direction's in your favor, and I would run with it. But as soon as this thing begins to change direction, the reason I'm sharing this with you is, on average, did you know when SQQQ pulls on back, it drops about 18%. Let me show you very quickly. So from previous highs to where we're at, or to where it pulled on back, 18%. You can go ahead and check this one once again. From previous highs of 69.55, when it pulled on back, 18%. And then the other significant pullback on when it pulled on back, from previous highs of 59, almost $60, when it pulled on back, right around 17%, nearly 18%. Again, and look where we're at right now. Surpassing previous resistance. We hit highs of nearly $63 a share. we could continue to indicate signs of an uptrend, and it offers nearly 20 to 21% downside. Again, nothing in this market is guaranteed. On our green days, we prepare for our red days, and on our red days, we prepare for our green days. My job is just to make you aware of oversold and overbought levels. I just want you to be aware of it so you respect it. So what do you think makes sense? If you're a trader and you've been buying down here and you're still holding, first off, congratulations. Second, now that it's this overbought, should you be buying or trading as aggressive? Well, in my opinion, no, right? Because your upside risk your upside potential does not outweigh your downside risk. So at this point, it would make more sense to begin to size down on your position, knowing that it could pull on back based off of previous patterns. But again, as direction is in your favor, run with it. All I'm saying is I want you to be aware of these overbought levels and how it tends to pull back so you're not surprised if it does begin to do so, right? Our job is not to predict the future. Our job is simply to prepare for it. I hope that if you're long or if you're short, especially if you're short, that you have an exit plan so you lock in those profits and keep some of those profits in your pocket. I don't want you to have to give it back. It just makes no sense, right? There's no idea or there's no goal of ever being perfect, but the goal is always getting as close to perfect as possible, and locking in profits is never a bad idea. Now, this doesn't justify entering TQQQ early because, like we said, there's a lot of different factors that can cause SQQ to continue to go up. There's a big difference from trying to trade the inverse versus reducing your position size and staying cash and waiting for confirmation. Completely different. So this isn't let's go buy TQs. No, this is respect that we're overbought. It's still bullish, but it's overbought. I'm still waiting for confirmation on TQs before it would make any sense to begin to enter that position and maybe enter a swing trade. But I'll keep you guys up to date. If you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group, we talked about this earlier today, and I'll keep you guys up to date in the trade ideas section. But just wanted to make you guys aware, and as well as the different reports that are set to be released tomorrow, the non-farm payrolls, as well as the unemployment rate, which does influence the overall market. But as of right now, we're kind of trading within this range of around $60 a share to highs of around 62. So just want you guys to be aware of it and wish you guys nothing but the best. If you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, or if you're an absolute beginner and you're having trouble getting started, I respond to my direct messages via Discord within 24 hours. I would love to be of value to you. If you want me to, click the first link in the description and you can send me a direct message via Discord, or if you're on Instagram, the third link in the description is my Instagram, and you can feel free to direct message me. I do get a lot of messages, so please give me 24 hours, and I am verified on Instagram. That is my only Instagram account. I have nothing else. All the other ones, I promise you, are fake. Remember, if you want to be able to work with me on a closer basis and you want to be able to watch me trade live every single day, especially if you're an absolute beginner, I would encourage you to take 2 minutes. Click the second link down in the description, learn more about our Learn Plan Profit group, and see if it's a good fit for you. If you intend to join, then I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live trading session. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.